Every single freaking time I try to make a YouTube video, there's an interruption. There's always something that's trying to interrupt me when I'm trying to make a fucking YouTube video for no goddamn reason. I've tried to make a video at least 5-6 times now, different days, right? And all these times something was happening or someone has to speak to me. Someone's calling me. Someone texted me with something important. Someone's coming up into my room. Someone's calling my name. My kitten comes and steps on my damn computer. Like, there's so many interruptions that all the time get me to just be like, fuck it. Maybe I maybe should just make the video right now. But I'm actually fucking sick and tired of it because I want to make a video. And so I'm like, what the hell is the reason? So I'm thinking about it. I'm like, this is some spiritual warfare shit, right? Like, this is like something trying to stop me from like achieving my goals and doing something, right? So don't be surprised if someone tries to walk in my room. We're just gonna have to go with it, okay? It's pissing me off a little bit, but whatever. I'm still here. And I made a video earlier today, and I uploaded it. And guess what? My parents walked in my room. Literally at the end of the video, I was like, what the hell? Right? Like, what? Always someone walking in my room when I'm making a video specifically. But all the time I'm sitting here watching Love Island, no one is coming to my room to see what I'm doing, ever. Like, this shit's weird. Anyway, I made a video earlier, uploaded it, it didn't upload. So I'm like, you know what? That's okay. At least I tried to upload it because that puts me on the path to like making videos and uploading. This is all like, I don't know if I say TMI, but it's JEI, just enough information. And coincidentally, my sister texted me. I haven't even texted her back an hour ago saying, can you post on YouTube because I want to watch something? So I'm like, okay, period. If someone is going to get me to post again on YouTube, it's going to be her. Like, all the times I've stopped posting and then posted videos, mostly because she asked me to. But she always asks when I'm feeling like doing it anyway, so it's kind of crazy. Anyway, I am here to talk about Love Island. but it's not just about Love Island. I'm here to talk about how Love Island is a good example, or kind of a good example, of how people will constantly choose what is familiar to them, even if they know it's not what they want. Even if they know it's not good for them. People will choose what is comfortable and familiar to them rather than taking the chance or deciding to change the path that's going to get them what they want, you know? And here's why. Let's use Anaya for an example, because I was using Melanie, but I think Anaya is a better example. Anaya is a beautiful, successful woman, right? Coupled up with KC. She didn't want KC in the beginning, but after sticking it out, she wants him. Carl comes in, and she says it like 3 times. Everything about him, she's checking off on her list. Like, yes. But she still wants KC. She's like, I'm just so comfortable with him. I want KC. Even after knowing and seeing him literally fuck up in ways that's like you wouldn't be fucking up like this unless you really didn't fuck with her for real. And he doesn't. It's obvious he doesn't. The way he says he's not happy for her. The way he's like, she didn't give it up to me like that, but she's giving it up to him, whatever. She didn't even pick me in the beginning. He's overall just like someone who's gonna try and bring her down. Right? Which is the same as when you constantly choose to do things or to hang out with people or to make choices that are only going to drag you down in the long term. Right? Because over time, even if like she went to KC and he was like, fine, I'll go back with Anaya and do his fucking stupid ass eye roll, like, he's gonna end up dragging her down. Because, yeah, in the beginning he spoke life into her. But what were his intentions behind doing that? Was he doing that because he genuinely wanted to speak life into her? Or was he doing that so he could use it in the future against her? Because that's what he's doing now. He's like, I should have more leeway because I literally spoke life into her every single day. You're not supposed to speak in life into somebody in order for it to benefit you in the future. You should be doing it to benefit them in the moment and the future. Not for you, for them. You know? So it's like, okay, obviously his intentions are wrong. Secondly, you hear that loud ass fucking TV in the background? Everything. Give me a second, y'all. I actually have to tell her to turn it down. So I'm gonna yell, but you're gonna have to excuse me. Nisi! Nisi! Janice! Let me try one more time. One more time. Janice! Can you turn it down, please? It's okay, thank you. It worked. Yes. Anyway, back to what I was saying. Making choices, and Anaya knows. Like, she literally has that feeling. She's like, you always trust your intuition. She's over here crying about this man, right? When there's a man in front of her that's literally portraying everything that she wants. Right? In the beginning of the show, she said she wants tall, dark, and handsome. He's not. Well, I think he is tall. But not her type, right? But maybe it's not her physical type, but he is everything that she wants, right? We're not going to get into it about physical types. I don't really know about if you have someone who's literally going to give you the world, but they're not your physical type, like to a T, but you're still attracted to them, I feel like you should be a little bit more open. At least that's just my opinion. We're not going to get into this, okay? But anyway, people who think that they don't deserve, or sometimes we think that we don't deserve what we truly want. Like, we can make a list of standards for the type of life we want to live, the type of friendships we want to have, the type of romantic partners we want to have, the type of things and routines that we want for ourselves, and we can have it, but it's like sometimes we don't feel like we deserve that, or that we can't fully be that version of ourselves that has that. When it's like, if you want that, then you are that person. You are. Because you wouldn't want it if you weren't the type of person who could have it. You know? Some people can't dream big and can't think in a broader spectrum of success or being successful within their lives. And sometimes when people are truly destined for more, they can't comprehend. And I know, at least for me, sometimes I didn't understand that some people don't dream big. Some people want to work a 9 to 5 until they retire at 80. Some people want that. And it's like, I thought all people wanted to be successful and own businesses, or at least follow their passions. And I did not know that some people just wanted to follow the fucking, what is it called? The system. Girl, I didn't fucking know that. But it's true. And sometimes people who are meant for more and who know they're meant for more don't understand that. So it's easy to fall into the other mindset of, well, maybe I'll just stick with what I know. When it's like, everything that you don't know, the only thing you have in this life to do is to figure it out. Like, what is life? We're about to get into a motivational talk here, but I'm just going to go with it. What is life if you're only doing what you know? If you're never stepping outside of the fucking yellow brick road path? Like, when you're born, everything and everyone fucking sets up this path for your life. And that path is made up of everyone else's fucking opinions, their thoughts, their expectations for you. But when you're following this road, when you're like, I gotta get to the end, I'm gonna get to the end, I gotta see what's there, why is everyone telling me I should do this and be doing this, right? But you're like, I'm tired of this fucking path. Like, what if I go over there? But you're like, no, like, if I leave this path, I don't know what'll happen. Like, what if a fucking vulture comes down and eats me? What if you walk off and then you find everything that you've been looking for, that you didn't even know you wanted? Girl, stop trying to eat my soup. Get back down. She's playing. You know? Oh no, not her coming back. Girl, go. I've had enough of you for now, Muji. Come back later. But it's like, you're like genuinely looking at this with rose-colored glasses on, and you don't even like the color rose. But they gave you these glasses and said, wear them as you walk down the path. And you're wearing them, you're like, I don't even like this color. I'm kind of tired of walking down this path. And once you take off the glasses, you'll see all these different fucking trails. And you're like, holy shit, that's my favorite color. I have never seen that color before, but I love it. And you're like, let me go out on this path, right? And then you can keep going on any fucking path you want because there's never an end. There is no end. You just keep going and going and going and going, right? And people think, hold on, before I say that, people don't ever take off the glasses sometimes. Sometimes we're like scared to take these damn glasses off of our face because we're like, well, I don't know. I've never walked down the path without the glasses. Like, the sun might fucking burn my eyes. I feel like sincere with all these damn analogies or whatever. But once you walk off that path, I think a lot of people, especially me, I used to think, and I'm currently learning right now, that there is no end goal to being fulfilled, right? There is not one thing that is going to make me finally feel fulfilled in my life and what I'm doing and what I'm being, right? It's not an end goal. Being fulfilled is not an end goal. It's a constant journey. It's like happiness is fleeting. Fulfillment is in the moment. You know, it's like fulfillment is in the times where you're fucking not really where you want to be yet, but you're working towards getting there. Because you're working towards getting there, you know? And I think sometimes that throws me off is like, I'm not there, but I'm working on it, but I'm not there, you know? So it kind of feels like, well, once I get there, I'll finally feel like I did it. I'll finally feel fulfilled. But it's like, why can't you appreciate the version of yourself now that is actively working for it and doing it? The version of you who said, you know what, these are my circumstances right now, but I know what I want, and I'm going to keep appreciating what I have now and use it to get me to where I want to go. Because that version of you that's doing this now is the version of you that's going to get you to where you want to be. You know? So it's like, honestly, sometimes you got to give yourself grace, and it's okay if sometimes you falter. Because what? Sometimes you're gonna be a fucking rock on the road. You're gonna trip over that shit and be like, damn, that fucking hurt. Now I'm just on the ground. Girl, you better start fucking crawling if you have to. Get up. Rip your sleeve off, tie it around your knee. Like, keep going. Or take a break. Take a rest. But as long as you keep going, that's all that matters. You know? And no one can, no, I'm not about to sit here and tell you, don't take a break. Never rest. Never do this. You always gotta keep going. Always, always, always. If you genuinely feel like burnt out and you need to take a fucking rest stop, take a rest stop. I'm not about to say you're not going to get to where you need to go if you take a rest stop. Who am I to say that? I don't fucking know. That rest stop might be exactly what you need to get to where you want to go. Like, I don't know. I'm not God. There's a piece of God within all of us, but like, I'm not the version of God that's going to tell you exactly what your life path is. You can feel it. And if you feel like you need something, or if you're feeling those, what they say, those intuitive nudges, that's literally exactly what it is. Like, it's an intuitive nudge. You feel like you should be doing something, and it doesn't bring up a fear or anything. It's just like a, It's literally that fucking quiet knowing in your mind that's like, that makes you ponder for a second, and you're like, interesting. That's literally you. That's literally the real you back in there, besides all those thoughts, right? But yeah, back to the original plot of what I was talking about when it comes to Love Island. If Anaya would have chosen Carl, oh, is that his name? I'm sorry, I haven't even watched the episodes, but I know what's happening because I be on threads. If Anaya would have chosen Carl, she would have had a man, at least I'm gonna assume, okay, let's just assume based on what Carl has showed us that he is who he says he is and acts to be, right? She would have had someone who's not gonna make her cry, who's gonna speak life into her and listen to her because he genuinely enjoys her being herself and feeling herself, right? Like, she's gonna get someone who puts in the effort and who doesn't make her feel like she needs to be constantly reaffirmed, who she doesn't have to ask for what's it called, for clarity about, someone who she doesn't have to worry about not being on the same page as, and doesn't have to worry about there being drama between them. And that's ultimately what she wants, right? At least I'm assuming. But it's like she decided to go with KC, who's the opposite, because she's comfortable with him and because he gave her just enough to keep that there. He gave her the, yes, I only want to be with you. No, I don't want to be with her. And then gave her a kiss. Like, and not someone who tries to force her to do things when she's not ready for it, when she doesn't want to do that yet. Like, you know? And it's like, sometimes you gotta take that chance. Sometimes you gotta look at, I really like this because it makes me feel comfortable, but this is a bit uncomfortable because I'm like unfamiliar. But if I think about this long term, this one ain't gonna do shit. This one is going to take me to my goals, to my highest self, to my highest path, to the fucking life that I envision for myself. And I think that's really powerful. So that's kind of all I gotta say, really. I'm in the midst of watching Love Island, and Corey just set up that little beach date for Melanie, and it's so funny how all the girls open the curtain right in front of them. And they're like, at least open the shade to be sneaky. They did not care. They opened that full curtain. I would have done that too. But yeah. Oh my gosh. Here's my debut back to YouTube. I hope you enjoyed if you watched. I know my sister watched, so Jazzy, let me know what you thought about this. Once I become a super successful, well, I mean, I probably already am. I'm just like in the journey of it. Super successful, guide and speaker. Jasmine will get a special shout out at all my shows because she'll be a businesswoman. I mean, she already is, but anyway, that's all. Catch you on the flip. Love y'all so much. Bye-bye.